Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. So, I just wanted to get up on here and let y'all know that at the moment today, which is August the 3rd of 2019, El Paso, Texas, my hometown, has been tragically tainted with an active mass shooter situation. Now, I just want to inform y'all that the news is reporting that there's about 18 people injured and killed. You know, some killed, some injured and whatnot, and including a 4-month-old child. But the news is saying a lot of things. You know, they went from 10 people to 18 people to possibly over 20 as the facts come in. I mean, this situation happened about 5 hours ago, 4 or 5 hours ago. It's already 3 o'clock, 3:09 to be exact, in the afternoon. And so this active shooting situation took place at a Walmart supercenter next to a Cielo Vista mall. And what I wanted to get up on here and talk about is two things. The first thing being is that I was at a place just a few moments ago and spoke with a woman who claims that she has accurate information coming from an accurate source, someone from within the response team, let's just say, that reports something very different than what the actual news is reporting. Apparently, the news is reporting one shooter at the Walmart, and that's it. There was calls talking about shootings happening at possibly a Bassett Center mall, as well as the Cielo Vista mall itself and the Walmart. But the news is just talking about Walmart and one shooter, one suspect that's still alive and in custody. Now, this woman that I just ran into, she tells me that by her accurate source that it's more like 4 shooters between Bassett, Walmart, and Cielo Vista, and I'm not sure if there's any other locations. But when the news is saying one, I've got someone else who's claiming some accurate information that's saying it's 4 shooters. She tells me that in detail that it's 2 suspects apprehended, 1 suspect killed himself, and another one still on the loose. Now, the actual suspect that is in custody right now, I'm guessing, is one of the 2. But again, I can't be sure of all of this. This is just information that I'm getting as I'm, coming across the news and people. And that's apparently what's happening right now in our city of El Paso, Texas. So the second thing that I want to talk about is, and that's just information for you to compare and contrast, because you cannot trust the news and you cannot trust the police department wherever you are in the nation to give you the facts about what is happening. I mean, just look at what happened with that Mandalay Bay shooting in Las Vegas. It turned out to be a cover-up and shit, right, by the actual police and others involved. But at any rate, so if it turns out that that's what happened, let it be documented that the news reported all this bullshit and one person was actually able to give me all the true information, if it was true. But time will tell. So again, 4 shooters, 2 apprehended, 1 killed himself, and 1 still on the loose at the moment. And again, that's just between a conversation between me and another private person here in my city. And the second thing that I want to talk about is the people of El Paso. I kind of think that the people of El Paso do have permits to carry. They do have the holsters. They do have the handguns and all of that, but they don't carry them. That's, again, my personal opinion. I don't know that to be accurate, but the one thing that I will say is very accurate is the fact that every time I look around at people in my city, they do not look like they're carrying. They wear these tight shirts. You look at their waistline and you can tell there's no bulge. You could just tell they're not carrying. It doesn't look like they're carrying to me. So I feel that just by what I see in El Paso and the fact that we are a very reserved town, And also the fact that I hardly see any open carriers out here. I'm kind of on the side of that. There's 99.9% of El Pasoans who do not carry a firearm. And again, even despite the fact that they might be licensed and ready to go with the holster and the handgun. So that's just my personal opinion. All my other El Pasoans out here, you know, if you look around at other people and see if that's true, you know, take a look at them, see if you think they're carrying guns or anything like that. And I kind of think you'll find that you'll see a lot of people around here don't actually look like they're carrying firearms. And what I'm getting to is, if you have a handgun, carry it. You know, El Paso is not immune to these kinds of situations. I mean, it was only a matter of time. It's happening all across the country. You know, you've got people out there that are looking up to these kinds of incidents and wanting to do it themselves. And, you know, with all the anger that's going on between politics and the whole immigration shit that's happening out here and just life in general, there's a lot of anger out there. You know, there's people that are willing to be next in line to be possibly glorified as being the first person to commit such an act in a place where it hasn't happened yet, you know. And one thing that I can pretty much be comfortable in guaranteeing is that there will be more here in my city. We're not just going to have the one. I think there's going to be more. So if you're not carrying, El Pasoans, please take this message to heart and carry a firearm. If you're not licensed, get licensed, get the handgun, start carrying, you know, protect yourself. You know, again, El Paso is not immune. The shit can happen here just like it can happen anywhere. And you cannot count on the police to save you or anybody else. You are responsible for yourself and for your loved ones. So get that license, get that handgun, get that holster, start carrying, and protect yourself wherever you are in the city of El Paso.